Yeah, good evening, guys. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes, sir.
all right, fine. So, and also the screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes.
Yeah,
screen is visible.
okay. So, once again, good evening, everyone. So, today, what we'll be doing, we'll be taking up our first session on the Mon stack, and shortly you will be assigned your task, your project, okay, on that whatever you will be working on. And right now, do you have any type of doubts like regarding the system or regarding the program or regarding any of the thing, any of the queries that you are having? I will just give you 5 minutes. From now, you can just ask, and after that, we'll start up with the topic. And yeah, that's all. Do anyone is having any doubt or anything? Just you can raise your hand, and after that, I will call out your name, and after that, you will be able to speak out there. Okay, so one hand was there, like you have removed. If anyone is having any of the doubt, you all are free to ask. Okay, this is your forum only, and any type of doubt, any type of support that you require, you can just ask out in this session also, and also you can mail us at that mail ID of the company that you have been shared. All right, and the support team is always available for you to provide you the support on your problem. Okay, so uh, let me introduce my, yeah, anyone is having any doubt? All right, so yeah, I would like to introduce myself as I am Animesh Singh, and I am currently I am working at Amazon, and I will be guiding you throughout this thing, this Monstack, and the projects, whatever you will be doing. Okay, I will be providing you the support for that. I will be guiding you, and accordingly, you will be doing that project under my guidance. All right, so it's an humble request to everyone, like please maintain the decorum of the session, as please ask the relevant questions that is being arised or that you want to ask. Okay, there is no any restriction between you and the company. Means if anyone is having any of the doubt regarding to the subject matter or regarding to anything, you need the support, you can ask. All right, and it's a very competitive platform on which you are there. So here what you need to do, you just need to focus on your contribution. Okay, so the project, it if it will be decided by the company, after that you will be assigned on it and you need to work on it. You need to learn out the things that you don't know. You can take the help of from us, and you can ask questions to us, and it's free. And after that, you have to develop it, and after that it will be evaluated within this time period also. All right, so whatever the thing that you are developing or you are doing, everything is being proctored. Okay, so also everything is proctored, and also that must need to be submitted over here. Okay, so that are the means short introduction on the rules and that all things. And about the benefits, so you will be getting some goodies soon. I think so. Okay, please be confirmed with the admin or the or your manager who are there in the groups. Just confirm with them, and after that, the top performers will be getting a chance to be referred on the top companies also. Okay, that will be decided by the companies, and they will be contacted later on. And about the stipend, you will be given the stipend, but according to the budget of that particular project, and according to your contribution and the performance that is being measured by the company. Okay, so these are the benefits that you will be getting. And one more thing, it's a very flexible timing, means there is no restriction on like when you will be working or when not you will be working, or is there any fixed timing or something. No, so you can work anytime from anywhere. Okay, that's up to you. And just focus on skilling up your skills, learn something, and after that contribute on the live projects, and perform the well best from your side, and rest, leave this to the company only. All right, is everything fine? Or anyone is having any of the doubt, you can ask.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, everything is clear.
Hello, I have a confusion.
Yeah, please.
Yes, so because in the file that was shared concerning the projects, there are
Uh,
already like three projects to work on. So I think what you are now saying is we should hold on and then we'll be assigned projects that we would work on, and not that we have the option to choose between the three
yeah,
projects
it's
that we shared.
yeah, it's free to you. If that particular file of for the selection is being shared to you, you are free to choose any of the project and start working on it. It's up to you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Anything else? All right. So, what I think so is, maximum of you will be in a means from a technical background only. I wish so. Can anyone tell me like who's not from a technical background? Just raise your hand. That's all. Okay, it's fine. Just raise your hand so that we can know that who are there from non-technical background. Okay, so four people are there. Okay, I will note it down. So, you all four, you need to do some homework also. Okay, like whatever the thing that you will be studying over here, you will be getting to know over there. Like we will not be taking off from the very basic. All right, means you need to have a very little knowledge of like how to program, what is programming, and that all, like what we are actually doing, that all. And after that only you will be getting up these all things. So I request you all four to get in touch with the people who are there in a technical background. Okay, so make a team, like if one person like Richard, you can just team up with any of the person who is proficient or who is from the technical background and do your project. Okay, so that you can also know that how you can also understand and also learn from them, like how to contribute. And also we will be taking up the session, and in that session I will be also means telling you like how to contribute and how to do that all things and how to proceed with the project, that each and everything, okay, in the project session. Okay, when we will be starting up the project, in that session we will be taking up each and every queries that are coming from you, and also the things that are important from your side. Okay, so that all we will be taking up. So so for those who are not from a technical background, just team up with someone in this group who is from the technical background, or else if you need some help for teaming up, you can also reach out to the manager. He will be taking you up and give you a team. All right, so that's up to the team only, so they will be doing that. So it's fine, and keep learning. Okay, whatever the thing that we will be taking up in the sessions, you need to take up in your home also. Means when you are free, just ponder it. You have the Google, you have the internet, and everything is there in the internet. Just the thing is like it is not structured. So that structure part I will be telling you like how to do that, and after that you can just ponder it on internet and you will get enough results, and you can also understand better from there. Okay, this thing you need to do. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you. I think the management already shared us into groups, and we have about 5 people. So it's not like I don't have any technical background. Like I've taken bootcamp courses and all. So,
All
but
right.
I belong to a group of other guys, like four, who we're going to be working together. So I think others are also in those groups. So it's going to make it easier for us to catch up.
Okay, okay, okay. That's completely fine, as they have already done that. I was not aware of that. Okay, so it's fine if you are having the group. That's fine. Just work on your group. And the thing is, like, be a contributor. Means if you are in a group, make a visible contribution. Okay, just not for the showcase. That's not okay. Just learn and make a visible contribution. Take some initiatives in your project. Take some innovative, means give some innovative thoughts to your project, to your team. Okay, talk with your team and develop that particular thing. Okay, so these all the things that you need to do. All right. So these are the things that are there that you need to do, and you all are having the team also. That's very fine. Just go with the thing. That's fine. Is there anything else that you need to know? Yeah, one more thing. Like anyone of you, means you are there in the web development. Okay, if you want to also learn about the generative AI or any other thing, or want to contribute on the projects that are being lined up on that domains, like for the AI and the robotics domain, so you can also do that. Okay, that for that you need to just reach out to your manager and just tell them like you want to also contribute to that project also, and also need also you want to learn that also. Okay, so they will be adding you to that group, and also they will be giving you a proper training unit for that particular course, like the IoT or generative AI or GPT, that all right. So that's the thing. So these are all the things about the company and the means program. And anything else do you want to know? And if any problem is there, you are free to reach out to your manager that is there in your group. And also, whenever we are taking the session, I will be giving you 2 to 3 minutes in the beginning. In that, you can also ask that our problems. All right. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. I
Yes.
hope so. Everything is clear, and everything needs to be clear till the end, so that everyone will get benefited with the program. Okay, that's the aim, that's the motto of this particular thing. So let's start with the main topic. All right. So yeah, so we are here to get to know like what we will be doing with the Mun stack. All right. So Mun stack, do anyone can means just give a light on what is Mun? What do you mean by Mun? Can anyone?
So can I tell?
Yeah, yeah, you are free.
Okay, so MERN stacks stand for MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. So MongoDB is a NoSQL database, and Express is a framework which is based on Node.js to mainly to connect APIs to the front end and writing it. And React is used for front end, and Node.js is a runtime environment for JavaScript where you can write the code for the backend. And if you
All
want
right,
to
it's
test APIs, there are some extensions in VS Code like Thunder Client. You can test your API there, or you can use Postman for that.
all right, perfectly fine. And you are completely right on your point. So yeah, so let's move on. Like, what is Man? As he said, like Man stack is a very popular web development stack that is used to create a full stack application. Full stack means that will include the front end as well as the back end logics. Okay, so that's called the full stack. So for that, we will be you are using this Man stack, and one more stack is there, that is the Mean stack. Okay, do anyone know about the Mean stack?
So it's just Angular instead of React.
Yeah, Angular. Okay, that's the main stack. Okay, so we'll be taking up the Mon stack as per the client's request. So for that, we have the four key technologies that you and that we will be using. First one is the Mongo, second one is the Express, third one is the React, and the fourth one is the Node. All right. So let's move on to the Mongo. Okay, as you have told, that's completely right. It's a NoSQL database that stores the data in JSON-like documents. Okay, and it will allow for a flexible and also scalable storage, and that is very ideal for the applications that to handle a large amount of data. All right, like means it will just store the data in a bson format, that is binary JSON, making it a very easy to manage complex and hierarchical data structures. Okay, and it is also having the CRUD operations there. Okay, CRUD operations refers to the create, read, update, and delete. These are the key functionalities to work with data in the MongoDB, and MongoDB can handle a large volume of unstructured data that makes it ideal for a dynamic application. Okay, dynamic means the live application, live updating application. Okay, that's called as the dynamic application. Okay, we'll be going deep on this on the further sessions. So right now it's fine. Like this is the particular knowledge about the MongoDB. Okay, and about the Express. Express is what? Express is used to simplify the server-side code in the Node.js. Okay, and it provides the routing capabilities to manage the HTTP requests that are there, and you can also set up the middleware function in the in the Express to handle the requests such as the parsing of that JSON data, of handling the authentication. Okay, as you have said, it's a lightweight web application framework for the Node.js that helps to manage the routing and the middleware and APIs, making the backend development very easier. Okay, is it fine? Everyone is getting what I'm speaking?
Yes,
Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the key thing about the key introduction about the Express and the key introduction about the Mongo. So yeah, let's go on to the React also. Okay. So React is basically what? React is a library for building the view layer in the application. Okay. Like it breaks down the UI into the components that can be reused and re-rendered efficiently with the virtual DOM. Can anyone explain like what you mean by that virtual DOM?
Virtual DOM is lightweight memory representation.
Okay. Anyone else?
So
Uh,
basically, version.
it is a actual DOM of copies. Compare when we changes in React application, it check original DOM and actual that part is changing in React application. That component only changes in your actual DOM. It helps to uh, efficiently update your application.
Okay, sir. Can I
Okay.
explain it?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So it's the whole process is known as reconciliation in React. So what happens in React, the component you can consider is in tree-like format, and there are nodes and everything. So if any component changes, the node changes, and it will be compared with the actual DOM and the virtual DOM. So where we can find the changes in the node, and then we will upload it, update it in actual DOM.
All right, fine. Anyone else?
Just to add, one of the differences between the real DOM and the virtual DOM is when there is a case of re-render, the real DOM, re-renders the entire UI. It updates the entire UI, which is makes a slow process. But the virtual DOM re-renders or updates only the essential elements that are being changed.
Okay. Yeah. So virtual DOM is a concept that is used in libraries like the React. Okay. To optimize the rendering of the web pages, as you all have told. Okay. The primary goal of the virtual DOM is to improve the performance and the efficiency by reducing the number of direct manipulations to the actual DOM. All right. So that's the thing. And if I ask, like, what is DOM, that document object model, what is DOM? Can anyone means tell me something about like what do you mean by DOM? Only DOM. Yeah, Gauri, you can proceed.
Uh,
In actual DOM, the data is stored in form of nodes. Every HTML element is a node there. So information is stored in a tree-like structure there.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? All right. So what is DOM is like DOM is an interface that represents the structure of the web page in the form of tree-like structure. Okay. Like each of the HTML elements such as the div, the h1, that all things that are there is a node in this tree. Okay. Like when the changes are made to the DOM, the browser need to re-render the page. Okay, which can be computationally expensive, especially for the complex application. Okay, that's the DOM. Okay, and what the virtual DOM concept is, the virtual DOM is the abstraction of the real DOM. All right, so it just creates a lightweight in memory copy of the actual DOM. All right, and that will just allow the React or the similar libraries that are there to make the changes to the virtual representation instead of directly modifying the real DOM. All right, and how actually this DOM is working is like I am just going through these all concepts because these all are very important and very much required when you are getting an opportunity for a company like Amazon or Google. Okay, they will be asking like this only on deep. All right, so for that you need to understand these all things. So that's why I'm going deep into this particular thing. Okay, so just if you are confused, if anyone is getting confused, just free to ask me here. Okay, all right. So where I was like how the virtual DOM works. Okay, so the first thing that it is happening is the initial rendering. Means when a React component renders for the first time, okay, React will create a virtual DOM that mirrors the structure of the real DOM. All right. So that's the thing that is going on first. After that, after it structures the real DOM, the states and the prop changes are coming. Okay, like when the state or prop of a component changed, the React will re-render the virtual DOM to reflect these changes. Okay, instead of immediately updating the real DOM. All right, that's the second point. All right, and after that, after the second one, after the second one, the third one means the third step. Okay, the third step is like React then compares the new virtual DOM to the previous version using an efficient diffing algorithm to identify what has changed. Okay, this process is called reconciliation. Okay, so the like this, these are the three steps, and after that, the fourth one, that is the last step, is the batching updates. Batching updates means after identifying the changes, React updates only the part of the actual DOM that have changed. Okay, rather than re-rendering the entire page. Okay, this selective updating will improve the performance and also minimizes unnecessary that all operations on the real DOM. All right. So these are the four stages how that virtual DOM works. Is there any doubt? I will take a hold in here. Just go through that all things. And is there any doubt? You can just ask. Okay. So no any doubt is there? All right. So after that, on this virtual DOM, one more thing is there. Why actually this virtual DOM is used? There are 3 points on that, like for the performance, for the efficient rendering, for the declarative UI. These are the three advantages of the virtual DOM. All right. Performance means manipulating the actual DOM can be slow and also the resource insensitive, and the virtual DOM will minimize that all direct changes, allowing for the faster updates and smoother user experience. All right, got it? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we got that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to the other part. One second. Yeah, in the Express.js, there is a term that is called as npm package. All right. So, do anyone know about like what's that npm package
So
is?
it's an node package manager which is used for installing the dependencies.
What?
It's a node package manager. It is used for installing the dependencies of the project.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone else who want to speak on this? What is an npm package?
So actually, NPM is a node package manager. It has two third-party packages installation tools.
Okay. So npm package is basically what it is like. It's a reusable piece of code. Okay, that can be shared and installed through the node package manager. Okay, and these packages typically contain JavaScript code along with the metadata and are used to enhance the functionality of your application. Okay, without writing everything from the scratch. All right, and what are the key components of the npm package is like the JavaScript code. Okay, the core functionality that is being provided by the package, and that is the utility functions, framework, tools. All right. So if I ask you like that package.json file that is visible on the project structure when you just develop a React application, in that this package.json is what? It's the metadata. Okay. This is the file that contains the essential information about the package, such as the name, version, description, dependencies, author details, everything, etc. Okay, and also it is having optional files like the documentation files, like the README and configuration files, license information, that all. Okay, so this was a very short intro about the npm package, like what it is and how it is. So I think so till React, anything is means anything, any doubt or anything that you are having?
No, sir.
All
No,
right,
sir.
all right, can anyone tell me like in what means in what language or in what type of JavaScript we use to write a React application, to write the components, to develop the components of a React application.
JS.
JavaScript XML.
JSX.
Yeah, JSX. So you're completely right. So JSX is what? JSX is the JavaScript XML. Okay, that's the syntax extension for the JavaScript that is being used in React. Okay, it will allow you to write the HTML like code within the JavaScript, making it a very easier to describe the structure of a user interface. Okay, JSX is not valid JavaScript, it's a syntax sugar that gets transpiled into a regular JavaScript using the tools like the Babel. Okay, all right. So why use JSX in React? I'm asking everyone, like, why to use JSX in React?
Because the browsers are not able to read the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files, so we use some translator to convert our JSX into simple language that can be understood by browser.
Browsers can interpret the HTML, I think so. Mm, I was asking, like, why we use JSX in React.
I explain it.
Yeah, please.
So JSS is used in React because it is simplifies the process of creating and managing the UI by allowing a developer to write HTML like syntax directly within a JavaScript.
Okay. Yeah, okay, somehow it is correct. So yeah, JSX, why actually we use JSX in React is like JSX simplifies the process of creating the React components by allowing the developers like you to write a readable and declarative code that closely resembles the HTML. All right. It will allow you to write a readable and a declarative code that closely resembles the HTML. Okay, like it is for your ease only. All right, and instead of using that js.js function like JavaScript function, like the react.create element and that all things, JSX to provide a cleaner and more intuitive way to define the UI components better. All right. So this is why actually we use the React, why we actually use the JSX in React. All right. Like if I give you an example, like HTML like syntax, like uh, JSX will allow you to write the HTML like code with the JavaScript, like a const element that is equal to h1 tag and hello world. All right. So this is being transpiled into what? Like react dot create element h1, after that null, after that hello world bracket close, like that. Okay. So for that only we use the JSX. Okay. So what are the advantages of using the JSX? Readability, tight integration with the JavaScript, component rendering, and the error detection. Okay, error detection means like JSX will provide you a compile time error for invalid syntax. Okay, so that's why it is very easy. It's giving a ease for the developers to use the JSX instead of that HTML or JS. All right. Is it fine?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right. So yeah, one more thing is there. One more questions are there that particularly means commonly everyone asks, like, is the React a library or a framework?
It's an
Library.
library.
Library, sir.
Okay. Why it's not a framework?
So because if we have to use routing, we have to install the dependencies, React router down. Like it not contain various functions, but we can use dependencies to use them. So a framework should be that like it contains like for example Next.js, it contains file type routing.
Okay. All right. So, can anyone tell me like what's the difference between a framework and a library?
The library is already installed in the language, which can be used by importing in the code.
Mm, okay. All right, fine. I will just make everything clear. Like the primary difference between the framework and the library lies in their usage and the control over the program's flow. Like, what's the definition of the framework? A framework is a predefined structures or the platform for building the applications. All right, it provides a set of rules and the convention to follow. All right, that's the definition of the framework. And what's the definition of the library is? A library is a collection of pre-written code that developers can use to perform specific tasks or add functionality to their applications. Okay, so that's the definitive difference between the framework and library. Okay, library is a pre-written code and framework is a predefined structure. Framework means it's a predefined structure and library is a pre-written code. All right, and if we go on to the control, like the inversions and the control on that part, so frameworks control the flow of the applications. Okay, developers plug in their code where needed, and library is what the developer controls the flows and calls the library functions as needed. Okay, like for example, I'll give you an example for this. Like in framework, in React, the framework determines when the component will render. When? Okay, when the particular component will render. And the library that defines like means that are used by the developer whenever required. Means it's a pre-written codes. Okay, if you want to get that particular functionality, you can just call it from the library and it will be used. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, between the framework and the library. And React is a library, don't be confused on that. Any questions till now?
No, sir.
No.
Uh,
No, sir.
I have a
Oh,
question.
yeah, please.
Yeah, so you said that a library is a set of pre-written codes, and you also ended by saying React is a library. So I'm a bit confused. Is there
Okay,
any parts or any step we take in React that will make use of these pre-written codes?
actually React is what
You
you
just
are
said that
asking, like, yeah,
is a
tell me. Yeah, tell me please.
yes. You said that React is a collection of I'm sorry, a library is a collection of pre-written codes. You
Yeah,
know that. Uh, so and then you just said that React is a library. So I was asking that is there a part like while we start writing codes in React, is there any part where we'll make use of any pre-written codes or something?
Yeah, everything in the React is pre-written only. You are just giving a command on it.
Oh,
Okay. Like
okay,
how you are creating a React application.
okay, okay.
Create React app, and after that your name rest. If rest you are doing anything like you are structuring anything you are doing, it is automatically being done. How it is done?
Oh,
It
okay.
has a pre-written set of rules, codes, everything into it. Okay, when it is being installed, you can just give a means command, all right, and it will just run that and install that set of things for you.
Oh, oh, okay, okay. I
All right.
get it now. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's why it's a library. Okay. All right, fine. Let's move on to the next one. That is the node. Node is what? It's completely the backend. Okay, the backbone of the application. That is the node. Okay. So what is node? As someone has told in the beginning, like it's a runtime environment for the JavaScript that allows the developer to run the JavaScript on a server. Okay, and it is fast, it is scalable, it is efficient. All right, and it works well with both the front end and the back end technologies. Okay, that's the Node.js. A short description about the Node.js. And Node.js do provide a platform for building scalable server side applications. Okay, and it is a non-blocking event driven, making it very efficient for our input output heavy applications. Okay, and Node.js uses npm, that is Node Package Manager, to manage the libraries and the dependencies and streamlining the development accordingly. All right, so that was all about the Node.js. And here what it is written, like Node.js is a JavaScript runtime, that's only thing, and it is built on that Chrome's V8 engine. Okay, so that's the thing. And what are all the important parts for the Node.js is, if anyone is having any any doubt in Node.js about it, so you can ask. Rest I'm just telling you that all the things.
So I have one question.
Yeah.
We write the code on Node.js in JavaScript. So I heard someone like the JavaScript code we write will be converted into C++ code. Is it correct?
No, 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 it's not converted into C++. If it is converted into C++, then why we are using this? We can also write it in C++ only, no?
No. As I heard, like C++ is faster. That's why.
Okay, okay.
It's an internal working of Node.js. I think.
All right. So what is your means the appropriate question? Can you please write it on the chat? Means what's the exact questions that question that you are having on this?
Like uh, how Chrome render the JavaScript code.
How Chrome renders the JS codes.
JavaScript code. Okay.
Okay. Do you even know like how the JavaScript codes are being rendered?
In Chrome, he used ES6 V8 engine,
Okay.
and in Firefox they use SpiderMonkey.
It's fine. Like what his question is, how Chrome renders the JavaScript codes. Okay. So, like when you load a web page in a Chrome, or any of the modern browser, the JavaScript code is executed by its JavaScript engine. Okay. And Chrome uses its high performance JavaScript engine called the V8. Okay. Which converts the JavaScript into the machine code and executes it. All right.
Yes, sir.
Like means if I explain you in more detail, like first the loading of the HTML and CSS, that is that do happens. Okay, when a web page is requested, the browser will fetch the HTML, CSS and JavaScript files from the server. Okay, and the browser will start building a DOM, that is document object model, from that HTML and CSSOM, that is CSS object model, from the CSS file. Okay, after that it will just parse the JavaScript. Like when the browser encounters a script tag or an external JavaScript file, it pauses the HTML parsing to load and execute the JavaScript, if not deferred as asynchronous. All right, and the JavaScript code is then sent to the V8 engine for the execution. And V8 engine will execute the JavaScript, and the Chrome's V8 engine processes the JavaScript into two main stages, that are the parsing and compilation. Like V8 engine parses the JavaScript code into an abstract syntax tree, AST. Okay, it then just compiles that particular AST into the machine code using its just-in-time compiler, JIT. Okay, for optimizing the code for faster execution. Okay, and then the compiled machine code is executed directly by the CPU. Okay, and after that it will just update the DOM, and after that you can just render the pages and event loop for the asynchronous codes that all are happened. Like JavaScript run the single threaded environment, but it can handle asynchronous task using that event loop. Okay, so like this it happens. It renders the JS code there. All right, have you got it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir, I got it.
Okay, fine. So do you have any questions related to this? These are the things like how Mon work together. Like these all are the JavaScript. If you know a single language, then these are the advantage only. Like you need to learn only JavaScript, and by learning this JavaScript, you can do the front end and back end both. That is the main advantage of using this Mon. Okay, that's a single language, full stack development thing, and how the application will flow, like for the user interaction, like a user will interact with the application through the React based UI, and front end logics are there, like React will manage the front end sending and receiving the data using the state and the props. It will communicate with the backend via the HTTP request, like the Axios or the fetch API. Okay, and the Express server running on the Node.js processes these all requests and access the MongoDB database and performs the necessary operations like the create, read, update, and delete. And after that, the database, that is MongoDB, will store and manage the application's data, which is being returned to the backend, and ultimately it is being displayed in the front end. Okay. So these are the common use cases that SPA, single page applications, that you can develop from this e-commerce sites, and the real-time applications like the chat application, everything you can develop it from this thing. Okay, challenges are nothing. Okay, just start doing. It will be easy for you all guys to do, and we are here to help you all. And if any challenge comes, we will solve it. Okay, so Means now we'll be starting with a very basic projects only, not a very high end project. After that, you will be getting means more complex projects later on. All right. So just get used to with this, and after that, just move on. Okay. So this was the conclusion, and I hope so. You all have enjoyed and also got the whole on knowledge of the Mon stack, how it is working, what are the tech stacks that are there, and that all stops that is there inside the Mon stack. Okay. If you are having any doubt, you are feel free to ask in here right now. And after 3 to 4 minutes, we'll be turning off the session, and we'll be meeting on the next session. All right. So, anyone is having any doubt, you can ask.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir, I have a doubt. As
Yeah.
sir, we have already backend in multiple languages, so why we need a Node.js as a backend? We have a
Actually,
Java.
yeah. Okay. Actually, we are using the Mon stack. Okay. In it, we will be using the Node.js only. That's the rule. If you are developing an application in following the norms and the regulations of a Mon stack, then you need to follow that. Okay. You can't use any other thing to in the Mon stack and just mess it. Okay. For that, you will be using, if you are developing this application, you need to use the Mon stack, and the tech stack will never change. That's why in the Mon stack, we have the Node.js. So that's why we'll be using Node.js as a backend only.
No,
Okay,
sir,
sir.
actually, I'm asking why we need a Node.js actually. What
Or
problem it solves? Node.js.
it, it's the backend only, no? Backend service.
No, sir, it also we using in React to Node.js.
Like,
What?
sir, if we use Java Spring Boot and Node.js,
No,
so
no,
why
that's
we
a
prefer?
complete Java Spring Boot view. That's a complete other stack you are talking about. Okay, we are talking about Mun stack. Okay, that Spring Boot and Angular, that stack is different.
So actually,
Sir,
it's not regarding stack, but it's like why we prefer Node.js over Java Spring Boot for backend.
Okay, you are
Yes,
asking like what are the benefit?
sir, please, sir, please
Yes.
explain how to write code in React, sir. What is the procedure, sir?
How to code in React?
What is the procedure to write code in React and
Yeah, that
connect with
yeah, that all
Node, sir?
you will be everything you will be getting in the further sessions. Okay, this is just an introduction. Okay, this is just an introduction. Each and every stack will have a separate sessions. On that, each and everything will be discussed. And about his question, like what are the benefits and why we are using the Node.js is like Node.js is what? It's a runtime environment that allows us to execute the JavaScript code on a server. Okay, and if we want to develop a scalable and a high performance web application, in that we need a proper speed for the execution, we are using the Node. And also multiple things are there, like it is having a single threaded event loop feature. Okay, that reduces the overhead and the context switching. It is also very much scalable, like which can efficiently handle a large number of simultaneous connections on it. And also it will just enable multiple instances of the Node.js to run a multiple CPU cores. Okay, you can also run a multi-core application in it.
Sir, can you
That's why
please
if we are
yes.
developing a real
Actually, we are.
share
I'm
documents
asking.
for
We
next class?
in
What we
Java.
are learning?
We have
one
a
by
separate.
one, please. If you all will speak in a in one time only, then how can I understand?
I'm asking that question because we have a servlet in Java. So with the help of we can easily create a powerful web application. So why we need a node there exactly? What is uh, difference between servlet and node? They help us to build a application web application.
Okay. Java as a backend and the Node.js. No. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
So Java as a backend, like Java services. Okay. So Java servlets are what? These are the Java based server side programs that run on web server like the Apache Tomcat. Okay. That will handle the HTTP. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment built on Chrome's V8 engine used for developing scalable server side application. Both of the stacks are scalable, but according to the requirements, this node is being used for all the real time and the more performance based applications. Okay. And also in Java, that is statically typed object oriented language. Okay. And Node.js is written in JavaScript, that is a dynamically typed and event driven language. Okay. And also, if we go on to the execution, like for the threads, so in the Java servlet, each request is handled by a separate thread. Okay. And in Node.js, it is having a event driven feature. What it is, like single threaded event driven handles multiple requests asynchronously using the callbacks and promises. That's why exactly people do use Node.js. People do prefer the Node.js now. Okay. And also it handles the concurrency using that asynchronous non-blocking model. Okay. So and also Java servlets are very means it can be slower in that heavy application due to the thread management overhead, and also better CPU intensive task. It will lag. Okay. And in Node.js, it will not lag. It is very excellent for IO heavy real time applications like the chat apps, streaming services, and not ideal for means CPU intensive tasks. Okay. So that's why. And also ease of learning is there, like Node.js is very easier to learn, and especially for the developers who are familiar with JavaScript. Okay. So
Hello, sir.
actually the time, yeah, tell me.
Sir, what is the topic for?
Yeah, that will all be told to you by the manager only. Okay. So now the time is actually over. Uh, I hope so. Each and everything is clear. And if anyone is having any of the doubt, just write it down in your copy and let me know in the next session. Okay. In the beginning, I will be asking you about that question about the previous session also. Okay. You can ask there. All right. So thank you all. And whatever the thing we have covered today, just means note it somewhere or make a practice of that. And yeah, thank you all.